She no longer obeys you. Your mind? She was your ally. Today, she's your greatest saboteur. You try to focus, but the notification calls. You try to sleep, but the anxiety screams. You try to grow, but something inside always pulls you back. This video is for you, the one who feels like they've lost control, who self-sabotages without knowing why, who feels exhausted, without having done anything. But what if I told you, there's a way to take the reins back? To train your mind like a warrior trains his body. 3 techniques. Simple, direct, ruthless. This isn't self-help. This is reconstruction. Because if you don't control your mind, someone or something will do it for you. You are no longer the master of your mind. It no longer waits for your permission. It reacts before you even think. It decides before you even desire. It judges before you even understand. It's conditioned, programmed, shaped by voices that aren't even yours. You wake up already mentally behind. You've already lost. Because while you're still trying to focus, your mind is running invisible scripts based on fear, comparison, urgency, distraction. You no longer live in the present. You survive between notifications. Your attention is currency. Your peace auctioned off. And the worst part? You got used to it. Used to the chaos, the noise, the internal mess. The mind that was supposed to obey you now enslaves you. You lost control, and you didn't even notice. Every thought is a vote. And day after day, you've been voting against yourself. Every time you say, I can't, it's a vote for stagnation. Every time you procrastinate, self-sabotage, hide, it's one more vote toward your own defeat. Failure doesn't arrive all at once. It's built silently, thought by thought. You think you're in control, but who's choosing what you feel? Who's deciding why you freeze? Why you repeat the same mistakes? Why you live in anger, fear, anxiety, as if that were normal? The answer is brutal. You are, but not the conscious version of you. The trained version is programmed by years of impulses, conditioned to avoid pain at all costs, to run every time discomfort shows up. And the worst part, you call it your personality. You defend your prison as if it were your identity. Meanwhile, your real life passes you by. An undisciplined mind needs no enemies. It destroys itself, thought by thought, choice by choice. And at the end of the day, you still say, I don't know why nothing changes. Your mind isn't weak, it's conditioned. Conditioned to seek relief, not results. Conditioned to escape boredom, not endure it. Conditioned to crave quick, empty, constant rewards. You don't think, you react. You don't choose, you repeat. Because with every click, every scroll, every escape, your brain gets the same dose, dopamine. An invisible, addictive, uncontrollable stimulus that turns distraction into necessity. You open your phone just to check the time, and 40 minutes later, you're trapped in videos you don't even remember starting. This isn't an accident, it's behavioral engineering. You were trained to be distracted. But it doesn't stop there. Those automatic thoughts dragging you down, they're mental habits. The more you repeat them, the more real they feel. Fear became a reflex. Doubt, your routine. Self-sabotage, your comfort zone. And when you feel anger, anxiety, or guilt for no reason, it's not the world, it's your internal system addicted to the emotion, addicted to the drama, addicted to suffering. Because as insane as it sounds, there's a part of you that prefers feeling bad over feeling nothing. And until you reprogram that, you'll keep calling destiny what is actually conditioning. But what if it doesn't have to be this way? What if all of this, the mental chaos, the constant escape, the invisible prison, isn't who you are, but only who you got used to being. What if the mind isn't an untamable enemy, but a muscle, a trainable system, a reclaimable territory? Because here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. And that changes everything. Because if you are the observer, you can choose, you can filter, you can rewrite. The same mind that sabotages you today can, with discipline, become your greatest ally. The key: presence, intention, conscious repetition. You won't wake up healed. You won't wake up zen. You'll wake up on the battlefield. But this time, with armor. Because controlling the mind isn't about eliminating the chaos. It's about taking command within it. No more theory. You want to reclaim your mind. Start with this. 3 techniques. Simple, direct, no excuses. Practiced with discipline, they reprogram your mind and start changing your life today. 1. Distraction block. The law of the void: grab your phone. Right now, look at it for what it truly is. A portal. A portal that can connect you with knowledge, focus, direction, or one that can drag you into the abyss of comparison, emptiness, and endless distraction. Now perform your first act of mental rebellion. Eliminate what sabotages you. Delete apps that don't serve you. Turn off notifications that interrupt your presence. Block sounds, lights, and vibrations that drain your attention. This isn't organization. This is war. A war against the mental pollution that keeps your system in a constant state of alert, preventing you from going deep, from building, from creating. You can't focus because your environment is designed to scatter you. But when you start clearing, when you remove what drains, you create space for what truly matters. This is the law of the void. The universe and the mind won't tolerate emptiness for long. When you remove the useless, the essential has room to grow. But someone has to make that choice, and that someone is you. Command breathing 60 seconds of power when everything feels out of control. The racing mind, the spiraling thoughts, the tense body. There's a built-in tool, invisible, always available: breathing. A hidden key inside your nervous system. You can't stop the world, but you can stop the chaos inside. Technique: inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly for 4. Hold without air for 4. This is called box breathing. 60 seconds, 1 round. The storm loses strength. You send a signal to the brain, and the brain believes it. Here's the truth no one told you. You don't need to understand the chaos to calm your mind. You can lead, even in the middle of fear. It all starts with the air you breathe and the decision to use it as a weapon. 3. Conscious substitution. Live reprogramming sabotaging thoughts will keep showing up. They're old companions. Memories of past versions of yourself that don't want to die. But you don't need to fight them. You need to retrain them, because every thought is a seed. And if you don't plant something new, the weeds take over. Simple technique. A negative thought shows up. Interrupt, replace, reaffirm. I can't do this gives, I'm still learning. But I keep going. I'm anxious. Gives, I'm becoming more present every day. Nothing works for me, gives everything I need. I'm building from within. This isn't self-deception. It's active reprogramming. The mind learns through repetition. It will believe the voice it hears the most. And if you don't speak up, fear will speak for you. Make it a daily practice, a ritual, every time a saboteur appears. Substitute. At first, it feels fake. But over time, it becomes natural. And when that happens, your mind starts rewriting itself in your favor. Because the truth is simple. You don't need to master the world today, but you do need to master your next choice. That's where everything changes. That's when the mind begins to understand. This territory has an owner now. The time has come to stop outsourcing your mind, to stop waiting for change to come from the outside. You've already understood the game. Distraction is an addiction. Automatic thinking is a mental algorithm. Self-sabotage is outdated programming. But none of it is unchangeable. None of it is your destiny. What you feed grows. What you repeat gets stronger. What you tolerate ends up controlling you. And the final question isn't about the world, isn't about people, isn't about what happened to you. The final question is, will you keep being a prisoner of your own mind? Or will you finally step into the battlefield? Because mastering the mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily war. Every thought is a choice. Every emotion, a test. But the one who decides the direction is you. And if you can conquer your inner world, there is no outer obstacle that can stop you. Because the greatest victory of all is not about winning out there. It's about winning in here. And that starts now.